It's time for the Chips and Salsa Show.
The only show about Latinos for Latinos. And did we mention Latinos?
It's the Latísima.
Latinos come in all flavors, shapes, and sizes. You don't have to be Latino to enjoy chips and salsa.
Everybody loves chips and salsa.
Welcome to your Chips and Salsa Show. This is Don Jorge Alacran with my co-host Cheryl Rosado.
Hi.
And we're here with our special guest, the Honorable Jeff Zink, who's going to be the Honorable Senator. So he has a lot to talk about.
Or Congressman.
Yes, Congressman for CD3.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I meant.
That's
right.
That's the goal. Yes.
Yeah, we want Kerry Lake to be the senator.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we're putting all our eggs in that basket. But for CD3, this is our guy.
The representative.
Yes, congressional
Jeff
representative.
Zink. Congressional
Jeff
representative.
Zink. And Jeff, we're so glad to have you here today. Thank you for coming.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks, Jorge and Cheryl, for having me on your show. It's always an honor to be here and to get to have your listeners hear about what I have to say and what's going on and what I bring to the table for Congressional District 3.
And tell us about, so you won the primary, obviously. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And how did that make you feel?
Well, it's one of those things where I really appreciate the fact that people got out and voted. They actually showed their support for me, and I got 66% of the vote. So it was not even close, which, again, I just thank all of the people that took the time to go out and cast their vote. Every vote counts.
It sure does. I know, like, for me, well, actually, you were in a contested precinct for PC2, weren't you?
I was.
And did you win that?
I did.
Yes.
I actually won both of my races, both as a precinct committeeman and as a congressional candidate. So it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it, and we've got a lot of work. Congressional District 3, you know, my opponent, and it talk about every vote counts. The difference between Raquel Tehran and Yasmin Asari was 39 votes.
Nothing.
And it was, and they each had, a lot of votes. And so we're going to have to make up the difference to beat them. But I think that since Yasmin won, one of the great things about this and what's going to happen is she was the second vice mayor. Mm-hmm. So we have all of the failed policies that are with Phoenix, the city proper.
She has to own that.
She has to own every bit of it because she was sued twice. Wow. See, that's the thing. Kate Gallego and Yasmin Asari were sued twice to clean up the homeless situation there in downtown Phoenix. That's something that she's going to take that to Washington, D.C., where now it's not just Phoenix that's being affected. Now it's every city that's being affected with the left woke ideology that she represents.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's so pathetic that they had to be sued because they weren't doing anything about, what is it called, the district down there, where they had, like, basically it was just like a huge, just homeless, I don't even know what you call it, occupation.
Tent City.
Yeah.
They called it Tent City because there were so many tents there in that area. And the thing is that it had to have been bad when a Democrat governor had to sue them twice in order to get to her office. So these are things that we don't want to continue. We want to be able to take care of our homeless. And one of the things that I do, and I've been behind the scenes, access was actually the FBI came in and closed down access. So we had a lot of people that were put out onto the street that had mental illness and related issues. So they weren't receiving any treatment, any medication whatsoever. So one of the things is that I came to the table with Vaughn Sethian, which is the Native American ambassador that represents all 574 tribes. And we then worked with about 5 to 6 different in-house beds that had about 6,000 to 7,000 beds. So these were hospitals that were treating some of our mentally ill, plus they had another almost 13,000 outpatient that they were also treating. We were able to get them back online so that they're able to bill out access again. They're still able to treat them. But the problem is that we have probably close to 300 smaller facilities that are behavioral health that are still closed. So we worked with another one here recently that had 3 other facilities, and we've got them a part of the lawsuit, and so they've just now been brought on board. So we're trying to open these up so we can take care of our homeless. And this is, and I'm not even a congressman, and these are the things that I'm doing right now.
For the community, right. You got to put the community first, and for you to do that when you're not even the congressman, and we don't see Yasmin doing that, and she is the council member for this area. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And so, the thing is that one of the things that really was aggravating, which is the other aspect that a lot of my constituents that are Latino, they complained to me about, which is the border situation. Here is a gateway, and Phoenix is a gateway. We have a lot of people that come in from the border, go to Sky Harbor. They're put back behind where there's no TSA. They don't go through any checkpoints at all. They're given a plane ticket and then they're sent out. So every state is now a border state. So it's not just, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and Florida as the border states. Every state now is. And so one of the things is not one time did Kate Gallego or Yasmin Asari come out against what Kamala Harris was doing as the borders are. And so I always tell everybody, if you don't like the open borders, then take your doors off the hinges and just allow anybody and everybody to come and go as they please, anytime, day or night, and you should be fine with that. Well,
right. If that's your policy, then that's your policy, right?
Exactly. And so they don't want to do that, and so they keep their locked doors. They're behind gated communities. Every one of these people are in a gated community. So they're not they're saying that it's okay for thee but not for me. Mm-hmm. Well, this is one of the problems that we're having. So we need to sit down and we need to look at these policies of what they represent. The other thing too, most of my constituents, and I think, while the other two are important, I think this one actually is the most important, which is they have more month than money. They cannot make ends meet. They work 2 and 3 jobs just to try to provide a roof over their head, provide food for their family, and they're gone most of the time. So these children are left to watch television, and the television is one of the worst things that you can watch.
100%.
Because we sit down and we look at it, but then they're also sent to schools, and those schools are teaching that it's okay for men to go into women's bathrooms, that men can compete against women, that we have boys going into little girls' restrooms. We have, I don't know how many ideology that, and identities that people have. But the problem is that God only says that there's 2. You're born male and female. Mm-hmm. And as a pastor, that's one of the things that I'm going to bring to the table, which is opposite of what Yasmin is. Yasmin does not, she wants to be able to think that it's okay to give children the drugs that change their body forever. Mm-hmm. They say that it's temporary. I've been in medicine for 38 years, and I can tell you that there's nothing temporary about those drugs.
Exactly.
And so one of the things that we've got to do is we've got to sit down and look at, her policies very closely and make sure that you vote your faith and you vote for the policies themselves. This is what's really important for us as to get our information out so we can educate people. And I think once we do that, just like the Democrats, I flipped a family of 4 just yesterday. Mm-hmm. And that family of four were Democrats. Grandma was a Democrat, mom was a Democrat, and the lady that I was talking to was a Democrat. They've never voted for a Republican. They've never even knew anybody that was in the Republican Party. And so I sat down and I talked to them, and I showed them the policies of what the Democratic Party was standing for. You know what caught their attention first and foremost right off the bat? When I told them that they were giving free abortions and vasectomies to the DNC conference,
Disgusting.
they literally goes, I didn't hear that. I didn't know anything about that.
Wow.
So this is something of educating the people as to what these policies and what they represent. And this is what's going to be really important for us to get this out so that when we get the mail-in ballots and they hit the street, literally, and start walking back into it and multiplying and being injected, which we've already seen that happen as well.
Yep.
These are things that we've got to sit down and address, and people need to start voting their faith and start voting the economic aspects, because do you want to have $1.89 gas instead of the $3.25, which is right down the street here? It's $3.25. Yep. I'd love to go back to 4 years ago when we were better off.
Yeah.
Ready to take your craft to the next level? Imagine faster extractions, purer products, and more profits. Sounds good, right? At Pure 5 Extraction, we've revolutionized cannabis extraction with our game-changing technology. No solvents, no heat, just the cleanest, most natural process on the market. Whether you're a boutique grower or a large-scale operation, Pure 5 has the tools to elevate your business worldwide. Visit pure5extraction.com today. Pure 5 Extraction, because your plants deserve the best.
Ugh, this air conditioner isn't working again. I'm roasting in here.
Hi there. I'm from Canaloo Air. I'm here to fix your air conditioner.
Canaloo Air is a family-owned HVAC company that specializes in residential air conditioning and heating. We offer a variety of services, including installation, replacement, repair, and maintenance. Canaloo Air. We keep your home comfortable all year round. Call us today for a free quote. Why Canaloo Air? Here are the top 5 reasons. Family-owned and operated. We are committed to high-quality service. Our technicians use the highest quality parts and equipment. The business is a member of the Home Advisor Elite Service Award program. And finally, we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Visit our website, canilooair.com, or call us today, 602-609-3480, to schedule an appointment.
Did you know 8 out of 10 small businesses will fail for the same reason? As a chief marketing officer, I have the pleasure of working with a few small business owners and seeing their struggles and challenges up close. One of the hardest questions business owners face is, how can I attract new business and increase my customer base? It's easy to be overwhelmed by the ever-changing landscape of technology and trends. This is even more true if you are unsure of how to measure the effectiveness of your marketing efforts and struggle with limited resources. But we want to tell you that you're not alone. Many business owners I've spoken with share that they are overwhelmed and exhausted about what to do with their marketing. Even those taking action often feel uncertain about the impact of their campaigns. It's not your fault. The difficulty in keeping up with the pace of change in the marketing space can be eye-watering. We specialize in helping business owners like yourself overcome these challenges. I am here to help you navigate the ever-changing landscape of technology and trends and create a reliable marketing strategy for your business to grow. For your business to have success, it must understand 5 critical strategic methodologies and the 4 core areas your marketing needs to focus on. I don't care how much strategy you implement or how creative or innovative you are. If you don't understand these 5 critical methodologies and the 4 core strategies that implement those methodologies, you will never get the success you want or beat out your competition. In our first meeting, I will share with you the 5 critical methodologies and the 4 core strategies that, when implemented, will provide your business with the perfect approach to reach your audience and doing it in a cost-effective way. I invite you to spend 15 minutes so we can walk you through the 5 critical key factors in every business that can mean the difference between success and failure. Then if it's a good fit, we can talk about how we might be able to work together. If not, you're going to walk away with a new, fresh perspective on your business and your marketing. I look forward to connecting with you. Click the link below in the video description to set up a 15-minute introduction chat and take the first step on a new journey in your business marketing. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. And I think okay, so Anasari has not, been the congressman, but she's going to be, she'll vote the way like Ruben did, which is 100% with Biden. And these are the policies that are harming the people here in Arizona. So we don't want more of the same, the same way that Kamala Harris is complicit with Biden's inflation because she went along with all those plans.
She owns that.
Yeah, she has to own that.
Right.
The same, Yasamine is not the one who voted. Ruben is the one who voted for the things in the past several years. But we know that she has no plans to be any different. In fact, some people think she's more radical. So.
Well, I think she's going to replace one of the two squad members. If elected, she'll end up being part of the squad
I believe that.
that was there. And so this is something that
That's
ideology,
not what we want from our district, to have a new squad member. All three of us are in Congressional District 3, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So, that's not.
Well, and the thing is that if we sit down and we look at just the things that we have in common. I've been told that I can't represent the Hispanic population, yet Raul Grijalva, Ed Pastor, and Ruben Gallego, all three men, have represented the Latino population. I think that they have hurt our population, and it's not just the Latino population. I think it's every person. And the thing that I always tell everybody is if you want to get rid of racism, stop talking about it.
Stop talking about it, because when you look at people, you don't look at them by their race. You judge them by their character, and that's what you do. They use that race card so much. People are getting wise to that.
Right.
So it's very good that you brought that up.
Well, one of the things that's really funny is that when people do bring that up, I just tell them, look, I was in sports medicine, and in sports medicine, I took care of professional athletes. That's all I have to say. Because if there was any racist in there, one, I couldn't be in medicine, and two, I'd never be in with professional athletes. They won't tolerate it, and they have the money to sue if you did that. So the thing is that I was never sued.
They'd just get rid of you if you were like that.
Yeah, and rightly so. If that's the type of person, then that's what you would want. But the thing is that what we're looking at is we're looking at real life issues, and that's what they want. Most people, and it doesn't matter what race you're at, most people want to go to work. They want to work very hard. They want to make a good wage. They want to come home. They want to be able to provide for their family and have fun, and they do not want the federal government involved. And that's the thing that happens with the Republican Party. You vote Republican from Donald Trump all the way down to the school board, and you get Republicans in there, then you're going to go back to that type of living. If you continue, and the very definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So we keep voting Democrat, and we've done that in CD3. So we've got a governor, we've got a mayor, we have a sheriff, we have a police department head, we have a state senator, and we have two House representatives, and we have a congressman. All are Democrat. Not a single Republican is in there. So, and they've been there for over 24 years. Mm-hmm. You can't even blame the Republican Party because we haven't been in the office. So the very definition of insanity is voting for the Democrats one more time, hoping that they're going to change. How about this? Let's do something different. Let's vote straight Republican ticket. Let's put the Republicans in. Give us a chance to change the tide and show you the difference.
And it'll be a difference. It'll show a difference. Well, we really, really appreciate you being on the show. I know you're going to come back. By the way, this is the People's House that we're recording from. This is the MCRC building and the GOP building. And we're going to be doing this again on the 3rd. And I'm hoping that we'll see you again. And,
Absolutely.
you know, with more time, of course, where you could explain to the people your stance on everything like you did today. And I won't make the mistake of saying senator instead of House of Representatives. Now, Senate will be the next thing that will in the future.
And that's in the future, Jeff.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
But
So-
he'll get that promotion at a later date.
We're all behind Jeff Zink. We're like he says, think Zink. Go out to vote. Don't forget your early ballots. They're coming out soon. Vote early if you normally vote early, or come to the polls, which you'll see me and Cheryl at the polls and a lot of your friends at the polls. But remember, if you vote early, vote Zink for Congress.
ThinkZink.vote if you're looking for how to support Mr. Zink and support us in CD3 Extremely Blue area. You want to give him some support, either sign up to be a volunteer or some monetary support. It's ThinkZink.vote.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Thank you all for having me on.
Thank you.
You bet.
And we'll see you
Thank you.
again. Definitely we'll see you again.
All right.